Well, some of the current studies are that we noticed in some of the meetings that I've attended that there's a delay in some fracture healing. On things that usually healed in 6 to 8 weeks, we're seeing some delayed unions and non-unions in some cases. So it's prompted us to kind of look at vitamin D levels in our athletes. And surprisingly, living in Southern California, being in the sun, we're seeing some deficiencies in vitamin D, and in some cases some insufficiencies. So we're currently studying that. You know what, we work as a team here, so the athletic trainers work with the team physicians, and we have a sports nutritionist. So, all of us work together in a sense that, if the topic comes up, like anybody can bring it up, and then we roundtable it. So that's what we did the other night when we had a big sports medicine meeting. And, some of the physicians were saying, well, then we should check the vitamin D levels, which is a blood test. And for some of the people, we did like a pilot study on people that had some history of stress fractures or currently have a stress fracture. And we found that all three of them were either deficient or insufficient, so we started supplementing them.
Interesting.
With the hopes that we can help them heal their fractures. We're going to do more in-depth studies in the coming months, looking at some targeted teams that historically have had some stress fractures so that we can be proactive rather than wait until they get one. Very dangerous industry, non-regulated by the FDA. I think there's a few products that absolutely kill the industry. Student athletes will come at us with, hey, what about this product because it claims to give me more energy or it claims to make me stronger. Anything that's too good to be true probably is, and what's giving them more energy may be like loaded with caffeine or ephedrine, which is banned, or something like that. So we're really careful with what we approve. In most cases, it's something that we can't test. Whatever it is that you're taking, you should take it for a reason and be able to test it and be able to know that you're taking it with confidence, that it's actually working, that what you're taking is actually in the product, that's listed on the label. My department, the Department of Athletic Medicine, is devoted to many aspects of the athlete's healthcare. It could be prevention, it could be evaluation and treatment on the field, it could be rehabilitation. There's all kinds of aspects that we deal with, but the strength and conditioning coaches in the weight room, their sole purpose is to basically educate the student athletes on the lifts, teach them, coach them, make sure that they're properly conditioned. Whether it's, running on the field, doing agilities, that kind of thing. Well, the goal never changes because we want to provide the best possible medical care to our student athletes. And we're constantly learning, so in order to do that, you have to stay current with relevant research. You have to utilize techniques that are, scientifically proven and sound. And, that's the battle. That's to stay current is really, how we do that. I think that, we stay current, as certified athletic trainers, we have access to a journal of athletic training. So that's a way that we can stay current in some certain research. And then certainly you can use the USC website and look at all of the libraries that are available electronically. And you can really research any subject, whether it was the vitamin D or, whatever the next, question that comes to mind. You want to look at relevant research and see how it applies to your situation. So it happens all the time. We have staff meetings, and about once a month we've started a journal review where somebody will pick an article or a paper that was published in a peer-reviewed journal and present it to the rest of the staff. They'll send it prior to our meeting, and then everybody can read it, and then we can roundtable and talk about kind of what was relevant, what were the issues with the study, what were maybe some problems that the researchers didn't think of, and maybe how we could apply the relevant research to what we're doing now.